Hi everybody, Mopsy here, and first of all, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and wish you all the best for a happy New Year. And I would also like to thank everybody. My YouTube channel has over a thousand subscribers, and for that I'm appreciative to all of you. I'm hoping that means that some of you are at least getting something out of my videos, and if you do like them, please click the thumbs up. And if there's any videos you'd like me to make, come along to my Autopunch group, and we can chat about it there, or just make a comment in the YouTube, any of the YouTube videos of mine. I should be able to see that. Um, anyway, to get on, I've been asked just recently quite a few times about doing a knockdown stitch, and by a knockdown stitch, what I'm talking about is something like this. I think this picture comes from Mr. Stitch, and thank him for that. But the knockdown stitch is this stitch you can barely see in the background, which is holding down the pile of something like a towel or minky or fleece, something where your embroidery stitching, especially if it's fine, very often disappears out of sight. A little bit like you put down your water soluble stabilizer, you create your lovely design, you wash the stabilizer out, and all of a sudden you can't see half your stitches as they've disappeared into the pile of the fabric. So to prevent that, we use a knockdown stitch. And so um, to help out a little bit, I've already created a just my name, just so we can do that as an example. And my intention is to create a shape to go around the word Mopsy, fill it in using the motif fill, which is the equivalent of a knockdown stitch. Um, the other thing I needed to mention, which I forgot, is the um, the colour that in thread colour that you use for your knockdown has to match as close to the fabric as is possible, because the idea is it's hidden and you can't really see it very much. So here we go. Here's the Mopsy, and I'm going to view it at 100% size for size. And as I've said in other videos, and this one is similar to the one of the key tab videos I did, I have other graphic software that I could do this with, but I'm going to do it this way because I know then most of you can follow me if you have the drawing package software module. So the first thing I'm going to do, making sure that my screen is at 100%, on my keyboard I'm going to press the button which says print screen, abbreviated usually to PRNT-SCR, but I'm going to press the print screen. And what's that done? That's just captured an image of what's on my screen at the moment. And now I'm going to go to create a drawing package. I'm going to create a new bitmap, okay, and the size of bitmap I need to create has to be the size of the screen of my laptop or close to it. If anything, go over it rather than under it, otherwise you'd get an error message. So I'm going to put 15-inch wide by about 10-inch high. That should be about the size of my laptop screen. I'm going to come to 50%, so hopefully it'll make more sense. So I've captured my screen, and now I need to paste it. It's like copy and screen, and now I need to paste it. So I come up here to this button and click that once, and there you can see on the screen the image that was captured when I pressed the print screen button. And obviously there's a lot here I don't need, so I'm going to come to the handles here, and I'm going to drag these up, and holding my left mouse button down, drag this up, and as I release it's going to give me an error message or saying, are you sure, because you can't undo this action. And yes, I am absolutely sure I want to do that, and I'm going to do that with all four sides. bring them all down. Yes, yes, yes. And here's the last one. Bring that in. Yes. And I'm going to view 100%. And now what I need to do is draw, I'm going to use an oval, draw an oval or an ellipse over the word Mopsy, which will end up being this background knockdown stitch. So over on my tools here, I'm going to come to the oval. I'm going to click here to say filled with no border. I'm going to come to my red and click with my right and mouse left button. So I've selected red as the colour. And now I need to hold my left mouse key down and drag across over the image. I need to start well to the left of my image and well above it. So I'm going to come up here somewhere and drag out. I'm holding my left mouse key down and releasing. So this is all I'm going to do, which is create an oval to cover the text. I'm now going to make crop this down a little bit smaller, get rid of a lot of this white area which I don't need. I'm just dragging in from the sides and saying yes to all of these. Yes, 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 yes. So there we have it. I'm going to close it, save changes, and I'm going to call it Mopsy Knock, and save that. And now I need to go to Autopunch because I've got the Mopsy image open. It's not going to be on my screen, so I have to go and select it. If I start typing in here, there's Mopsy Knock. Okay, and there it's put it on the screen. And at this stage, I'm just going to finish. I don't need to select anything on here because it's going to all be changed anyway. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so you can see a better of what's happening. And now I need to select it and go to my outline edit button and then into my embroidery settings under the design button on the menu. And then I'm going to go to stitch type and scroll down until I find my motif selections. And now I can go to my catalogue in grey here, just click on the catalogue, and that opens up the catalogue to show me all the patterns that are available in this motif one. So I just need to find one that I like. I'm going to come here to this one, double click it and apply it. And there you can see I have this motif fill. If I view realistic view, when this stitches out, it should hold down the pile of your towel or your minky or anything like that. I can play around with the sizes and the distances, open it out a little bit more, make it even more dense. Looking at it, the other thing I want to do, just to neating it up, is I'm going to come to my settings and I'm going to give it a little satin outline, just a thin one. Let's say just like 20, and apply that. And I'm going to make the density of that 3, and I'm going to apply that, and then come up here to stitch it, and then close and come out of that. So there is basically the background with this stitching that will hold down the pile of the fabric that I'm going to stitch onto. I now come to where I've got the Mopsy that I did earlier. I'm going to come down here, click on Mopsy to highlight it all, come here, up to here, right mouse click and say copy, and then I'm going to open and go back to my window with the fill on it, and I'm going to right mouse click again and say paste, And there we have the word Mopsy. I'm going to come to the corner here and just make it just a little bit smaller. It's such a small amount. I don't need to use the program to adjust it. That's all I'm going to do. And then click outside. So there we have Mopsy on top of the motif fill at the back. And let's say this was a red tail. I'm going to come to a screen color. Let me select red. Okay. And there you can see how the knockdown stitch will just about disappear in the pile of the fabric. So that's how I would go about doing a knockdown stitch. At this stage I would do a file, save as, and go from there. So I hope this has helped everybody. I'll put a link to my Facebook Autopunch group in the description. I'm also going to put into the description the link to the bobbin cases for Karen. Um, she does an amazing price for everybody on the genuine Singer cases. So I'd like to thank Karen for that. So anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. And I hope to see you all stitching in 2018. You take care now. Bye.